What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Bamcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomjar Physics for the intro song and outro song. And thank you to Prismatic Verse for the intro sequence. You know, he's helped me out a lot. You should link him if you need any graphical work done, especially your graphics. Like, the man is always out with that shit. Remember to check out youtubebright.com, promo code BAM10, had a brain fire there. Promo code BAM10 at youtubebright.com. Get 10% off anything you guys have ordered and directly help the pot. Here with me tonight, as always, is the faithful co-host Bobby B, who is playing mini golf on his phone.
Yes, sir.
What were we just talking about before the podcast started?
I just the other night, I was saying to my brethren, I have an unfortunate knowledge in pornography. Like,
you have
an unfortunate amount of pornography knowledge.
Okay. When you said amount, it made sense because I was wondering what's an unfortunate knowledge.
No, an unfortunate amount of pornography.
Yeah,
knowledge.
hold on.
My brain farted and but wait. So then he tells me that I should work for this website that I didn't know existed, called namethatporn.com.
Does it do what it said?
Yeah, so people
just
post
name the
pictures of like scenes from porn clips over the internet, and then people respond and they're like, yo, who is this? And people respond and say, yo, this is them. I'm like, bomba.
That's the perfect job. That and like testing out new food stuff at fast food places.
Yes.
Those are your two,
which I have done once in my life.
Which is why I said it.
I tried the Popeyes fries before they came here and I gave them a solid recommendation, so you're all welcome.
You know how much fast food you have to buy to become
No, I was just there that day. The Wendy's thing you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the number one Wendy's buyer on the loyalty program for that month.
Dog.
In Kingston or like the country, I don't know. But
there's a lot of niggas in Kingston, bro.
It's lit.
You.
Fatter days. The shit's strong, dog. What is what name? Salt Nick?
Yeah.
Salt Nick gives headache.
Dog.
So yeah,
I don't mean to keep laughing.
Martin
really
wanted
funny.
to talk about two topics tonight.
Oh yeah, no, I have two topics on the list, but before we even get to that, because one of them's a kink test. It's gonna be linked below. You guys should try it. I wanted to ask you about the current rise in COVID numbers, because you have
What are you talking about?
You have a different view than most people.
What are you talking about? What rising numbers? I don't keep up with the numbers.
I know.
About?
That's why I said you have.
Share this knowledge with me. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a different view than most people. You remember when it was like double digits, and then when it did just bust,
no, it's triple every day.
When it did just bust bills, it was like the world coming to an end.
Yeah.
Now it's like just shy of 5 bills almost a daily.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's lit.
And it's like meh.
It's lit.
It's like man tired of the Corolla.
It's
dog.
lit, bro. I would love to just get the Corolla and just be through with this panini.
Just get the antibodies undone.
Get a mild case or asymptomatic. Don't pass it on and kill nobody. Get over with it. Get antibodies and just live life. In Israel,
Why?
Why'd
you say it like that?
Israel?
Yeah,
Because it's Israel. Gishrael is actually the name of it. But yeah, Israel down there. Those people. They have vaccinated over 58% of the population already. Would have gotten at least one dose.
Mm-hmm.
And they're now issuing like a COVID certificate that says that you've been immunized or you've already had it and have the antibodies, so you can do certain things. And they're easing some of the restrictions. So I assume that's just how the rest of the world going to go. Everybody going to have like a COVID passport.
More than likely. It's like when I was going to Brazil, you had to get the yellow fever shot or you couldn't enter the country.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of vibes, I think it happened. And I just want the COVID vaccine or to get it mildly.
I want the Russian one.
Mildly like Bob said, because I'm not trying to die and I don't want to pass it on to anybody. Basically, I just want this shit to done. And that seems to be the only way it's going to end.
I want the Russian vaccines because Putin no fuck around.
What? Oh, you're just going off the strength of Putin?
It also has almost a 92% efficacy rate.
Okay.
So far, which is less than the Moderna and the Pfizer and AstraZeneca, which are 95%. But one of them, I don't remember which one, has to be kept at negative 40 degrees. And I don't want that in my body.
But hold on.
Like straight up, I don't want that in my body.
When you say I have to keep it at negative 40.
And the Chinese virus actually is a...
Bob, we're not skipping past this. When you keep it at negative 40 degrees, it's still a liquid?
I don't know, but that's the storage temperature.
It has to still be a liquid, so you could then get it in the.
But then imagine something of that temperature hitting your body, it would freeze everything it touches.
That
so
is
it has
my
to warm up before it gets to your body.
And then, but I have so many. I'm gonna do my Googles after this. You should too.
That's cray. But
I don't want. I don't want nothing that.
I don't want the Chinese one either because the Chinese vaccine uses a weakened COVID vaccine, just like a regular vaccine works.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't want it because it's made in China.
No, them niggas know what the fuck them doing. Wuhan having outdoor parties without masks. Fuck you mean? Concerts are going on them things.
Hey, some Americans think Wuhan should be charged for the pandemic.
Speaking of some Americans,
I got him.
alright. Texas fuck up the other day because of global warming. People think global warming just means place get hot. Global warming means there's more weather extremes. So the entire center of America, if you look at the temperature map,
Is
the entire center of
cold.
America is freezing. Right? So there's snow in Texas. Most of Texas. Texas don't get snow, so the people don't know what the fuck is happening, right?
Infrastructure
Huge
not ready for it.
accidents, over 100 cars involved in one accident in I think it was Fort Worth. But no, Texas is a strong Republican state,
It's a red state.
and you know the Trumpies aren't usually the sharpest tools in the closet.
Not the Trumpies.
But generally, those folks, a lot of them have been saying that like the snow is fake, is a deep state thing to protect the elites
the
because
snow
it
is
doesn't melt.
fake.
Because you can put fire on it and it doesn't melt. So there's this video of this woman who have a clump of snow in her hand, takes a lighter to it. You don't see it melting and then black marks are left behind. So I saw that. I did not think it was a deep state plot, but I'm like, I would at least expect water to be running off of it. I know the black stuff is soaked from the
lighter. on it.
lighter.
Yeah.
The people in the video thought it, by the way, was the result of whatever chemical it is burning.
Okay.
And they're like, there's no water. So I'm like, why is there no water? So
Sounds like
I did a simple Google.
Sounds like a dude named Phil and his wife/sister Philip.
I don't know. But I did my Googles. One simple Google is all it took. And it says that when it melts, the loose snow absorbs it,
Yeah.
which makes sense. The bigger ice crystals that you are burning
It's
melt, and the loose snow, which are the smaller ice crystals, will just attract the water molecules that are...
It's the same principle as when you have snow and then some of the snow melts and you have a freeze, you get black ice.
Yeah.
Same principle.
Yeah,
You dumb fucks.
it's snow. I know you're not used to it.
Not
so-
everything has to be a deep state fake out.
There-
Trust me, I love the whole pizza party, conspiracy theories, foil hats. They're making the frogs gay, so you get
Making the
gay.
frogs gay.
I love conspiracy theories. Not everything has to be one though. Know what I'm saying?
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, though. That's our real thing. Like, I can't put that down.
I say not one till I did.
I can't put that down. That is a scientific fact. The temperature that jet fuel burns at cannot melt the steel beams that build that skyscraper in New York. All right, cool.
But Bob,
Boom, bam. That's all I'm
But
saying.
Bob, how do you feel about this? Really? Tell
no,
the
no,
people
no.
how you feel.
That's
That's it.
That's all I'm saying. And how the building that never get hit fall down. I'm just saying.
Yo, my guy.
I'm
I'm probably going to go to death believing that one still. Guys, comment below for those of you watching on the YouTubes. Comment below
That's a
and
one
tell us.
conspiracy where me buy in fully.
Yeah, comment below if
Ah,
you're watching on the
yeah, the whole
YouTubes
pack.
and tell us which conspiracy theories do you guys actually find plausible or believe in? For me and Bob, jet fuel though,
Can't melt
melt steel beams.
It's like genuinely.
Yo, the man is frustrated.
No, because, and then like the $2 trillion thing that happened the day before that nobody really knows about, that is also a proven fact. The dog did come out and say, yeah, $2 trillion did go missing.
Fam,
Which section of the building got attacked? The financial division with all the documents relating to that.
Bob, $2 trillion
Just went missing.
is an astronomical amount of money, bad man. Missing. Absconded.
It's like the Mark Bursa with our 30 million.
Yo.
That's
I love-
Lapathon them
I
making
love-
some bank.
Bro, I love that when the man them did bust the news of the immaculate Bursa. How much was it?
30 mil.
Absconded with misappropriated $30 million. They used a picture of St. Andrew High.
Did they?
They did. There's this
shit.
long-standing beef between those schools, and they
Wonderful.
just made it worse.
Wonderful.
Super petty.
Fantastic.
I loved it. But yeah, someone, absconded with 30 million
Have you
Jamaican
heard where
dollars.
she is? So they couldn't find her, right?
Oh, where's
Because
she
on
at?
Friday, the auditors come and say, yo, by Tuesday, we need to see some documents. Monday, she don't come to work. Tuesday, them say, yo, where the be gone? Right?
Where's she at?
She's in America,
America?
but she's sick, so she can't come back. She wasn't sick when she left. She got sick in America, so she can't come back.
I would go somewhere with no extradition. Is all I'm saying. 30 million, I could go somewhere with no extradition.
I don't know. And then I saw an article about a brother, Digicel worker, transfer $10 million credit.
Yeah.
So bad man, you never expect somebody to say that.
$10 million, brother.
You're not thief $100,000 credit.
You know, like,
$10 million credit.
Bro, you know, like how the truly smart scammers will skim $1 from everybody and no one going to notice $1 missing. So if I skim $1 from a million people.
If I have 1 million people card information, I take $1. You see $1 charge come off of your card.
You just think it's a tax or some shit.
This?
Yeah, whatever. It's $1. If you skim $1, why are we giving people this idea? But it's a concept.
Don't be criminals.
Yeah, don't be criminals. It's a concept.
If you do it at your owners.
You know what I mean? If you skim $1,
we at the Bamcast
don't support
chopping. But if you know,
if you do it at your owners. If you take $1
chop
from a million people, you have $1 million. If you take $10 million from one somebody, you never notice that in a bad man.
Like
immediately,
I'm going to take out my wallet and go, fuck, where's my $10 million?
I've
never take out the wallet and go, Bumba, where's the dollar? I did have hitch up in the corner.
Feel the credit card get lighter. I would physically feel my...
The bank would come and say, sir, are you sure? You sure you want to do that, man G? Like, sure, I want to do what? Exactly. The $10 million. Excuse
me. Lock that fuck. Cut that fuck.
Cut that fuck.
Immediately. Yo, you know, I'm happy for that still. I've been abroad and I'm shopping around with my card and whatnot. And I just get a message or a call. Sir, we seen blah, blah, blah. Should we allow? Yeah, I'm abroad. Cool. So now I call if I'm going away or whatever. I'm really thankful for that. Because there are a lot of stories of people like losing significant amounts of money and no one contacts them.
One of my stepmother card, they get trapped on a Portugal. Them go buy a couple Louis Vuitton bag. It's a 2 wicked transaction on the card for 2 Louis bag up a Portugal.
The man them went to Portugal. Yo, all right, cool. I admire a thief with
international taste. Reach.
And you know, a thief with international taste. I admire it. I like it. It's all right.
You know what? Buy 2 Louis V up a Portugal.
Why not? You would... I've been over here on my phone trying to find the Kink Test, but I figured I saved the photo so like, I can just go through the list.
Well, like global warming, it reels in. Like Texas shouldn't have snow. Saudi Arabia shouldn't have snow. Like,
somebody in a group the other day, they'd say, yo, I bet you's a part of Saudi Arabia that always gets snow. And I didn't want to reach through the phone. And just like, shot you, like just fucking box in your face.
Yeah, bro. The desert. The part of the desert that normally gets snow.
Dog, I just want to reach through buddy. And just shot you a fat box. But you know,
well, I mean,
just let it go.
Technically, I was actually, I tell you guys, I've been watching a lot of geography videos. And there are places in the desert that I wouldn't expect to have snow, like Lebanon. Why did I say like that? Lebanon?
Why did I say
Lebanon? Like that? Lebanon.
When you think of the desert,
has a ski resort.
Yeah, when you think of the desert, don't think of the desert as
one big flat place.
It is, but don't think of the desert as one.
But they're like mountains.
Sloping. Don't think of the desert as one constant temperature. Think of it as. You ever watched Chronicles already? Remember that planet?
It's a place that don't get water.
It don't get water and it exists in the extremes.
Mm-hmm.
So
really hot at daytime,
really cold cold at nighttime. So you remember the Chronicles already movie
when the
where
sun go down.
When the sun go down, the creatures could come out, but when the sun came up, the surface was essentially on fire. Mm-hmm. Deserts are a lot like that. They don't exist in the center. They exist at extremes. So sand deserts get unrelentingly hot during the daytime and really, really cold at night.
Antarctica is a desert.
A frozen desert.
Doesn't rain.
It's a tundra.
Doesn't rain.
So
it's technically a desert.
Which do you think is more unforgiving?
Have y'all niggas been watching Snowpiercer though on Netflix?
Yo,
did y'all know it was physically possible for it to be too cold to snow?
Yeah.
Like I knew that before watching the show, but seeing them use that as a thing in the show, I was like, bumba, that real.
You know what I did when they were talking in spoiler alert for Snowpiercer, by the way. It's a show on Netflix. You guys should really watch it.
There's a movie
and
that's
a series.
Also fire. I think it has Captain America in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should check it out. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm. The series.
They kept talking about like minus 100 X amount of temperatures outdoors. Mm-hmm. I immediately paused it, went over to Google to remind myself, how much is absolute zero? Mm-hmm. The concept of absolute zero is ridiculous.
Kelvins don't make sense. Like that dog, John Kelvin, I think his name. Fuck you.
Why?
Fuck you. All right.
Why you got to be like that? Huh?
Have you seen the?
I have. We did, Kev.
But I think Kelvins are for like what's the word I'm looking for? Like astrological temperatures, like temperature of stars and everything.
That
So
you
it don't
need-
make sense on Earth.
You wouldn't use
Such a
you
big
wouldn't use
range.
something that like you measure the temperature of boiling water for something of like a nuclear star
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still ridiculous to me that absolute zero is the point, for those of you that don't know, is the point at which all thermogenic energy ceases. It cannot get
So
colder.
literally, the atoms in neutrons would stop
Moving.
The neutrons in atoms.
Energy
sorry.
is gone. It
Not the neutrons, the electrons.
Yes.
Sorry.
Energy is gone. There is
been
no
watching-
energy to be had.
I've been seeing some
That is
videos
crazy.
about like quantum physics.
Oh, magic. Oh, magic.
I'm like, all right. So remember, so if you did basic like science at school, you learn like everything is made out of atoms. Atoms. If you went deep into it, you learn that atoms are protons and neutrons at the center, surrounded by electrons that go around them in different energy shells.
Clouds and shit.
So clouds of electrons that different energy levels, how close or how far they are from the center of it. That determines what everything is made of. That's the element. So the proton and neutron though are they are made up of parts called quarks, which
Subatomic
are
nuclei.
subatomic, which are literally smaller than the atom.
Yeah, subatomic nuclei.
And like quantum things is like trying to manipulate things that make up the atom.
Yeah.
So like there's one thing, alchemy is that, you remember alchemy, you're trying to change state. Most of the thing them talk about was changing lead to gold. And they're like, technically by science, you can do that if you knock off enough electrons.
We just don't have the technology or know how to do it.
Technically, any atom, if you can add or remove enough electrons,
You can change.
You can change it.
You can change it. So technically, you can do it. We just don't know how to because it's
Right.
magic.
So
the concept of superpositions in quantum physics never
That's where
blew
I
my
was
mind.
getting to my so in quantum compute, so in regular computing, everything is controlled by a switch that is either on or off, 1 or 0, right? Quantum computing, the switch is both 1 and 0
Or none.
at the same time. It is everything and nothing all at the same time. And then there's something that called quantum entanglement. That they says when you get that
Shout out
small,
to Jada.
when you I don't know.
The
but big up.
entanglement?
Oh, big up. When you get down that small, weird shit happens. So there's like 2 subatomic particles can be linked somehow through the ethers. And when one changes state, the other one changes state, even with no external stimuli applied to the other one.
Yeah.
Just because they're entangled.
Yeah.
So they're trying to harness that entanglement quality to make quantum computers and make like instant messaging really instant.
They're gonna take
stuff
over,
like that.
man. They're
That
gonna
shit
take over.
crazy,
They're
man.
gonna take over.
Magic,
man.
man. Like,
I understand it's not magic. For those of you out there yelling, it's not magic.
It's
Nah, it's
magic.
magic. It's magic, bro.
It's fully magic.
I
but
never
time travel not real. So just get rid of that.
time travel in the sense that you know it's not real. What if they come up with some form of?
If time travel is real,
Bullshit-ish.
it's unidirectional. It's only forward.
I'd agree with that.
But then again, is time linear?
Multiverse theory, branching theory. Every
if you
option.
travel through time, you can never travel through time in your universe because whatever universe you get to must be different because you never existed at that time in your universe.
Did you ever watch Tenant?
That fuck up. I never thought of that till right now. No, I didn't.
It's
But whoa, if time travel is real, you could go back in time, but it would just never be your universe anymore. It wouldn't be your original.
there's a
Everything might be the same except for the fact that you are now however much years in the past.
There is Tenant is it's time travel like based in the movie, and there is a point in time when the way time travel works in that movie is essentially you don't go back in time, but if I'm here and I'm seeing say me from another time, it's almost like I'm moving backwards in a sense. So in a single point in time of the movie, there was one character that existed in 3 different states, and I sat down and thought about that till my head hurt me for a little while. Like time travel will the bullshit stoner science of like what ifs is fun, but when you sit down and you start like thinking about
And that you can explain it all in math.
the mathematical,
You're fucking right.
you're right, magical for real. The mathematical applications, and when you think about the logics of it, is the logics of it that
Crazy.
is where you
That is
crumble.
possible.
Is the logics of it where you crumble, dog? For real, every time.
But, and then like even we all hear the term the fabric of space time, but literally I once saw a video of a professor explaining gravity, and he literally used him stretch a piece of like spandex across a hoop,
Put the weight in the middle.
and put a weight in the middle. So everybody that has mass dents the fabric of space time.
Yeah, you
put a little bulge,
and so things move towards it.
and so therefore things will naturally flow towards the lowest point, and the lowest object in the fabric of space time would be the densest, which in our understanding right now is like black
holes. Did you ever hear the quantum science theory that within every black hole might be another like universe? So they're essentially never-ending wormholes in and of itself.
I saw one that said you can never travel through it.
You'll never know
because a tear in gravity wants to close the hole. So you might have openings at different points, but in between, it's cinched. Gravity is trying to snip it shut wherever it can. So at the weakest point, it will close it.
Theoretical physics is amazing.
And then there's like the whole thing about the what's the point name again?
Which one?
The point when you go into black hole, when you reach the edge, right? Name again?
Oh, the event horizon?
Event horizon. There's two theories. One that like when you get to it, time stops.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is so strong that it even stops time.
And it kind of spaghettifies everything in a sense. And
then there's another one that you just obliterate. Like you just
delete like
you age as you go through it. You just continue aging as time either speeds up or slow down. So
yeah, I read the aging theory in a book. The event horizons are sick.
Crazy, man.
Dog, you remember in...
We have a picture of it. I think,
you remember in Voltron? Remember in Voltron? Voltron is a show on Netflix. It's a kid show. Whatever. It's fucking fire. Flames.
Fire.
The man them hid... It's heavy sci-fi. The man them hid a base between two event horizons.
Yeah.
Between the two event horizons. And you can only get to the base by traveling this specific to a T like way,
right between it, or the gravity from
either one will completely crush you and rip you to bits.
But
that's some sick sci-fi thing, including a kid show.
Yeah, because of the gravity literally bending space time, they just hid in the pocket between the bend.
Yeah,
so if you look at it, you just see space.
Yep.
But in between the space.
That's a heavy sci-fi to drop in a kid show. You know, I know that was for the adults watching because
crazy.
That was fire.
I never even remember that, dog. It's like I've been watching Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, which is also fire.
It is. It is indeed.
I hate that it have like that G.I. Joe motivational thing going on. G.I. Joe. But it's fire otherwise. And like, dog, space just amazing, man. Like I would love to. I saw some pictures from the Mars rover, which I don't agree with because it costs too much money to send shit to Mars and niggas is out here dying.
Fuck them.
Yeah. So, but Mars is like is dirt. Like it's land.
I know. I don't know. I don't get the obsession with Mars.
I can't because it's the closest to Earth in our solar system
that we can get to.
In terms of it's the closest to habitability. It's also the only one we found water on.
Frozen.
I believe
it's frozen under the soil or
frozen at the poles.
Yeah. There you go.
So they're saying
how do we get on this? How do we get on this, right?
I don't know, marijuana.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they said that Mars had an atmosphere, but something caused the atmosphere to be torn off.
Mars has the highest volcano in the solar system as well. Fun fact. I like volcanoes, so I know this.
Dog, I tell you, I've been watching the geography thing, man. Like just Earth, man. Like just the fact that
it's
we're
wild.
On this man. Like I don't even understand existence really, you know, dog.
This spinning blue ball traveling through infinity, but we're worried about taxes.
Like no, I think what it made me think about was like things on a cosmic scale. Because as humans, we live 70 years, 100 years.
Which ain't shit on a cosmic timeline.
That's nothing.
Like, if you were to put the entire, like, you remember in, what's that Neil deGrasse show, Cosmos? If you put the entire history of Everdom, like literally from the Big Bang till right now on a calendar, we would be like
we
the
showed
last
up at like
day.
11:58.
Yeah, 11:58 of the last day. We ain't humanity, by the way, not like you or me. I mean humans as we know them showed up at like
Homo
a
sapiens.
minute or two left in the year. We
ain't seen shit.
We ain't seen shit. And we're on a ball spiraling through infinity.
Like,
but we're stressed about taxes and that shit. Life is crazy.
I'm obsessed with like cataclysmic events.
Why?
Because
they terrify me.
That's why. It's like there's nothing you can do.
But dead.
And we live on a planet that anyone can pop off at any time.
All the time.
Like something there. I was looking at the great floods from the glaciers when the last ice age melted.
Hey,
Meteor strikes.
a glacial flood is ridiculous. You know that. Glacial movement in general is sick to think of because glaciers do move and nothing's stopping them. Like literally nothing on Earth is stopping them.
It's so much
It's a
ice.
giant eraser.
It's so much frozen water that it moves.
Yeah, it's a giant eraser. If a glacier was to be allowed,
Glacial rebound fucks with me, man. Like, how can something be so heavy it push the land down? Man, and then the land comes back up.
because the land itself is floating on something.
They're crazy, man. Like
That's why I did
there's
it
this
at school.
I think in like Norway or Iceland where they have like Norway has the most glaciated terrain on the planet, country-wise. But there are places where you can go to like fjords and see steps on the beach on the side as the land rebounded over time and the water eroded it at each new level. So you can see like natural, like a step layer forming as the land came back up. And that just crazy to me. Like, even Norway has the longest fjord in Norway is like 200 kilometers.
Yeah.
That means there was a river of ice at least 200 kilometers long.
And it just shifted everything up. If you were to allow a glacier to like move across the entire world
away.
If you were to like allow a glacier, for example, to just move across North America, nothing left. Because nothing's stopping it. None of the structures that we've built stopping a moving glacier if it moving. When a glacier breaks and you have to understand it's not just water. There's water,
Ice
and
marine.
rain. No, it's water, ice, force because it's coming from really, really high and it's absolutely frigid. It's misery. It is misery coming towards
It's amazing
you.
how the universe working. I was reading a story. I saw a story on BBC the other day about some floods in northern India. And they're like, yo, what the fuck happened? The dam just failed. And so they do the investigation and they're saying that a piece of a glacier broke off and fell into the river. Overflowed it and just fucked up a whole fuck ton of shit. And then apparently the people that live in the village up in the mountains and everybody where it happened are saying that, yo, it's because of this nuclear device that they left up there from the 60s. I'm like, what the fuck? Nuclear device?
Tell me more.
There's a story on BBC. In the 60s.
I'm interested now.
America hired some climbers, or was it India hired some American climbers and Indian climbers to go up the mountains and plant some nuclear powered monitoring devices because China had just started doing nuclear tests. And back then, nuclear everything was the in thing. So they have some plutonium powered monitors that are carrying up the mountain to go put on the mountaintops, pointed into China so they could monitor them. But the mission failed because there was a storm or avalanche or something, and they ended up leaving the things behind.
Ooh.
And they went back to get them however much time after, and they couldn't find them. And they're saying based on the half-life of plutonium, that shit going to be up there for a long time. So they're saying that it could be like some nuclear energy release or something like that caused...
Well, like half-life releases?
Yeah. Like because as energy release, it's going to generate heat.
Yeah.
So they're saying, the people up there are saying, yo, that's why. It was like, yo, the fact that that is even a thing that could be possibly true. Like it already fucked up that a piece of a glacier broke off, fell into the water and flooded your village.
Overflowed it like your bathtub and flood out your village.
Flooded the village. But maybe it was caused by the nuclear device left in the 60s from some spine shit.
Would that possibly
What
then
kind
be
of James Bond
irradiated?
thing this man? That's another thing. They're worried that the water will be irradiated by
and
the
then
plutonium degrading.
Everybody gonna be shooting sperms with two heads. Oh no.
Everybody going to be having two heads.
Oh no. Oh no.
Now that we talk about that,
Goro.
it remind me of the most polluted place on Earth.
There.
One of the highest, it is the highest human settlement on Earth, I believe, in Peru.
I'm not gonna say it, but there's a direct correlation between those two things.
The silver mine, is a gold mine. But it's a completely unregulated settlement. All the people who live there basically work in the mines.
Oh, okay.
But how it works, you work 30 days for the month, right? 29 days, you don't get paid. On the 30th day, you can carry out any gold or you can carry in your hands or on your body.
Wow.
You don't know if this ore going to have gold in it.
But if it does,
But that is what you're working for. But how they extract it is by using mercury.
shit. So talk about playing for high stakes.
Brother,
Holy fuck.
there's no garbage collection, obviously. They're up in a fucking mountainside, so they've just throw their garbage everywhere. But
Yeah.
in the extraction of the gold, they use mercury. And they burn it and it ends up, you release mercury gases. What happens, because it's so fucking high up, the mercury gases condense and
Yeah,
come
rain.
back down on the rooftops. And when it rains, that water runs off, and that's what they collect to drink. The melting
they're
snow and the running water.
Oh, they're fucked.
So everybody up there has mercury poisoning as well.
Wow, cool. All right.
And people go there because for some people, there's nothing else for them in life.
Man, them throwing it back in the day with the mercury fillings and them thing the dog.
When mercury was cool.
When mercury was cool and they used to do the big top hats with mercury. That's why hatters would get mad. Because you're poisoning yourself.
Liquid metal. That's why it's like, yo, this metal is liquid. It's cool. Touch it.
No, this liquid is metal. It will grant you immortality. That's what they thought. So man was drinking mercury.
I was watching this other show on Netflix. And this brother had syphilis, and a cure for syphilis back in the day was mercury salts. They stained your teeth silver.
So you look well rich.
Yeah.
So everybody is like, oh, he had syphilis. So I'm look rich. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Crazy, man.
All right, guys.
Humans.
We're taking a left before we eventually devolve into more fucker. Don't worry. I was in a meeting, I think, earlier in the week, and
There is no red light.
I was in a meeting earlier in the week, and I saw something pop up, and it was called like Kink Test / BDM test, blah blah blah. So you don't know I clicked on that. I was like, all right, saving that for later. I want to do that. That sounds fun, and I did. So I'll eventually send it to Bob. Hopefully Bob will get around to doing it. He never will. It'll be linked below for anybody that wants to check out their stuff. But I'm going to go through my results live and let's talk about this shit.
It's my vape, dog.
It's probably in the smoke room. I'm telling you. All right. So apparently I'm 100% switch. It's like switch from dobbing on to like submissive back and forth.
Okay.
What's your opinion on a switch? I'm gonna be telling what I am.
I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna be asking Bob his opinion on the different things.
I'm sorry that my brain equated switch with verse, and I thought you were a Batman.
Huh?
Verse?
Oh.
When you're both a top and a bottom?
Is that what he's called?
Verse.
Word. Learned something new today.
It's like, Jano, Martin switch?
No. Switch means like switch between dominant and submissive
sub,
sometimes.
okay.
So it's like I was thinking about it. Like, what the fun as medicine.
That's why you like when you get hit.
It's fire, dog. I'm just saying. You'll never.
When Martin they tell me that story, dog, when say, yo, one time this girl just hauled back and just rocked me on my chest, dog, and dog.
So fucking good.
It was so good. I was like, what? That's not where I expected the story to go.
I didn't know I liked it.
Hauled off and rock him on in him chest and went, "Rrr." Man, power up like man, go Super Saiyan 4 and things.
I was like, yeah, go again. It was fire. I'm just saying.
Beat me, beat the fuck out of me right now.
All right, so this is gonna go. I'm gonna be going through my list. Bob's gonna be roasting me and giving his opinion on the different stuff. I like it. All right. 98% experimentalist. That's pretty straightforward.
Don't knock it till you try it, but please don't try to fuck me. Like, don't peg me.
That's my line.
That's my line.
Yo, I was talking to somebody about this. You know who you are.
I've please.
What is this?
Don't like.
Oh, you're looking at them straight in the eye.
Please, like that's just. Everybody have lines and hard limits, and I'm not knocking anybody that does it, but like me, just growing up in the Jamaican context, man.
Yo, I was talking to.
It's hard to just rationalize it, man.
I was talking to
even if it's a woman doing it to you, you get it.
No, even by even it should never be. Anyway, I was having a convo with a friend earlier in the week, and I mentioned that we know someone who that's a requirement for like her to be in a relationship, and that's a running joke for us because it's funny because she has a lot of boyfriends, so. But that was usually my line too. Like, I'll try anything in the bedroom once with my girl, but you're not pegging me. You're not fucking me. No.
Please.
That.
Not my fetish.
All right. Next one is 92% masochist. Go off, Bob.
I already covered this topic when the bitch hit you.
Yeah, he did. It was good. Dog, it's so fire.
No.
And I could slap my...
No. Good to know we're complete opposites at this point.
Oh, yeah. And not my back looks like a real road.
You know how some tribes do it as like a rite of passage? Yeah.
Clearly, that's your rite of passage.
Scarification.
Clearly. 92% voyeur. I watch porn.
I mean, I agree. I would agree with that in that I'm a fan of people having sex.
Isn't everybody?
No. conservative folk.
They should be.
Yeah, so,
Them are the dirtiest set of people. Them
Yeah,
just
but, like,
two-faced.
it's like if you can hear your neighbor, like I like shit like that. Like if I can hear my neighbor fucking.
Once I don't know them personally.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to hear you fuck.
No.
But if I'm like at a hotel
If I
and
don't know
someone's
Steve
in the
and
room.
John fucking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Steve and John. Whoa, Bob.
Please. Can I just say that happened because my neighbors would be a Steve and John. I've never heard anything happen over there, but it would be a Steve and John situation. But yeah. No. Steve and Joan. If I know Steve and Joan, I don't want to hear them banging. But if I don't know Steve and Joan, get you fucking shit, Steve.
Oh, you mean? All right. I can say it perfectly just like this. I don't want to hear Bob fuck.
Straight.
But if I'm at a hotel and I can hear the people next door to me fucking,
I go one but fucking.
I'm low key cheering them on. Like, yo, God, I wish I had somebody to fuck tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear my friends fuck. That's weird. I have been in a situation where her friend came in and watched.
You have fucked in the same room as your friends.
Why you muffle loud me up?
Okay, just saying. You enjoyed your teen years.
That was low 20s and teens. It was great.
Exactly.
It was great. I'm a reformed.
Fuck boy.
Yes. Yes, I am. 88% rigor, tying her up all day long. Being a rigor means like tying up the person.
I mean,
or like cuffing them or restraining them in some way.
Yes, I know.
I like playing games.
I like the novelty of it, but
I like playing games.
I like being touched. So I need you to be able to touch me. And if I
You're not going to do
cuff
the
you-
whole time.
No, yeah, fine. That's what I like. For me, it wears out very quick for me. Then
No.
I would say.
No.
Like, yeah, I'll do it. And I'll be like, all right, we're done this. Touch me now.
Hey, actually, let me not even make that joke about Bob. I'll get there. Just in terms of like stamina and like distance running. If I'm a 400 runner, then man you run cross country. From a legend.
I'm from the tribe that wound the animal.
Wound the animal, run it down and carry water in them collarbone. That is you. Where was I? 84% primal hunter. So you're not like, it's hunter or prey. I never did fully dive into that one. So you guys can dive into that one. 79% dominant. I'm a dude. I'm a Jamaican man. That's usually how that goes.
And our music enforces it, girl for ball.
Our music's so violent when it comes to sex, dog. It's so aggressive when it comes to sex. But I shouldn't have been singing those in high school. But here I am.
Then don't get fucking Jamaican.
Them tech fuck.
Tech fuck. It's incredible.
That shouldn't be such a funny little difference. 63% subs, so yeah, whatever. 63% exhibitionist. Fuck out the door phone. Mom, I hope you're not watching this.
Yes, but I don't want nobody watch me.
Knowingly?
Yeah. Like I want to fuck outside, but I don't want to do it for audience. I want to fuck outside because I like fucking outside. Like under the stars, it's fantastic.
But you don't want the audience.
No.
I could go either way.
I go for like expectations.
Put
I
on a
perform.
show.
Yeah.
I could go either
I
way.
bust quick, it's a shame. I bust quick a shame and just like there's somebody out there like Jano down. Really
I really that, you know. I could have done more. It's like, well, too bad you didn't get the chance.
I don't need that.
I could go either way. 57% non-monogamous. I fully disagree with this one. I ain't into that.
Well, you've called me a serial monogamist. So
Ladies and gentlemen, all right? If I am a reformed fuckboy, Bob is still a serial monogamist.
You get to go through the stage.
But Bob,
the pupil stage.
When I say serial monogamous, this is what I mean, guys. You ever have a friend that's never single? They're only in relationships? Like, only, never single? That's Bob. But Bob always have one burn on it. Eternally. It's amazing. It's pretty cool,
bro.
And the pots just
Eternal flame.
it's pretty admirable, but the man is definitely an eternal. I was gonna say eternal sake of you. Super duper monogamist. Next one. 50% degrader. I think that's dirty talk.
You like call her bitch and whore and them thing there. You're my slut, my cum dumpster.
That's white people shit, dog. Come on. Even you had to say that with a white inflection.
Cum dumpster.
Cum dumpster. Even you had to say that with a white inflection. I'm Jamaican, so I'm not saying that shit, but that's not nice. Hey, dirty girl, Keisha.
Orange girl.
Hey, orange girl, Keisha.
Skin out the pussy give me meat.
No.
Tab out the meat.
I told you about that.
That's the primal dog. That's the hunter. And says, stab the meat. I'm there.
It was so fired. Again, something.
What did you say?
Again, something.
I've never heard that before in my life, but you right now, your meat getting stabbed.
Nigga.
Right now.
I didn't
It's like
know.
a prison shanking.
I didn't know I liked that till it happened. And I was just, huh? Word?
I'm like, all right, cool.
Next gear. You know,
brain just.
you know in Fast and Furious, them always can find the next gear? Same vibes, dog.
Yeah, so actual technical fact. You know, trucks have like 18 gears on them thing there. You ever wonder how? There's a switch on the side of the gear stick that flips between high and low. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you switch, and you go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Switch again.
and you have to go back to switch to 6 to switch to go back down to low range. So there's low range and high range.
Oh.
So basically, what you're saying, you were in low range, and then she said that, and you're like, "Bomba, switch." 7. And said, "Bitch, there's more."
Oh, yo, I didn't know that was a thing I enjoyed. Now I know. The more you know. The little rainbow. I'm not gonna put it in. Where
Shit
was
like that make you start fuck from your back.
Nick? You know, dog, you know them,
Sacrum.
bro. Shit like that make you nut and your balls feel empty. They now feel hollow and they've pulled up.
Jano empty.
Mhm.
Like all over.
Done. Next one is 40% brat tamer. I think
You like bitches.
I do.
Like bitchy
Bob.
bitchy woman.
Bob, you know me. I do. I like a witty woman with a smart mouth. It's fun. 34% brat. Yeah, I got a smart mouth.
We have a friend who is who argues us foreplay.
I'm convinced.
So
That's a fact.
I get that.
That's a fact.
I get that.
But I don't want to have a serious argument and I don't want her to be a bitch all the time. But playful bitchiness is fun. You know what I mean? The occasional serious bitchiness is kind of sexy. But if you're a bitch all the time,
Who have an issue?
I'm going to find someone else. We're outnumbered 7-1. Never forget that, man.
Unless you go to Estonia or Finland where it's 0.8 men to women.
Maybe by 0.8.
There's 1 woman to 0.8 men.
How do you have 0.8 of a man?
It's the fucking ratio, man. Like it's mathematical. So for every 80 man,
fuck you.
for every 80 man, there's 100 women.
No, fuck you.
For every 80 man, every 8 man, there's 10 women.
Yeah.
Because
No, them chop off him foot in the
Soviet Union
Yeah.
killed a bunch of the men.
But
in the war and
globally apart from China, where men are pretty much outnumbered by women.
Here?
Generally.
Generally,
more often
it's
than
like
not.
a 51%, 49%.
Yeah, more often than not.
distribution. Women over men, yeah.
31% sadist. Yeah. Little bit. The good old ass smacking, you leave some marks, and kickies and whatnot. That's the good old fun. It's nice and low too. Because some people take that sadist shit wild.
I'm not doing the wax.
I'm not. Well, fetish did do that at a boy things, and it doesn't. It's barely warm. It's oily. It's just like oily and smooth. And it's barely warm. It's not actual candle wax. So that could probably work.
I'll do the
right?
ice thing.
All day long. All day long. I'm not self-flagellation or any of that shit. You can keep it. I'm not a Catholic. I haven't sinned. All right. What's that face? You know it's true.
That's the face white people make when they pass you on the street as a colored person.
That lipless smile. 24% vanilla. Okay. A quarter? Sure. I don't think so, but all right, whatever. 20% master mistress. Other girl nice. Other people girl nice. And we know that. That's a Jamaican fact. Bob's face. You know, Bob can't say shit to me either because I have files this time too.
What's the next thing on the list, Martin?
18% owner and 18% degradee.
Bring it to the owner.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with this one, but I did answer the quiz, so I guess that's what popped up. And degradee, like if 16%, no. No.
Don't talk shit to me.
Yeah, straight. Don't talk.
Shut up and take 4.
Big blood clot.
Under your bumbo.
I mean, don't talk shit. So shut up and take fuck. I agree with that
Under your
sentence.
bumbo. Don't forget that.
Da-dun. 3% daddy mommy. I'm so happy. It's like in
That's
those
not
single
like-
percentage.
I
That's
didn't-
fucking weird.
I was never a fan of the being called daddy thing before.
Oh
having
no,
a-
but that's sexy though.
No, before having a kid. You say no, since having a kid, fuck no, don't fucking do that shit.
Exact opposite over here. That shit, woo.
No, I don't like that.
Especially if she speaks another language.
Nope,
Fire.
don't like that.
Yeah, I'm over here with
No
that
thanks.
though. See? Come over here.
Come back. I have a name. Babe works.
I was going to say, which one you want, Michaela or Bob? Because you should probably call you Bob.
There you go. Babe.
Babe. You can call me that. It's fine.
Any sound you make, I know it's me talking to We're kind of doing it.
1% slave. No, 3% slave. Okay.
Make slavery joke.
Insert slavery joke right here. 0% boy girl. That shit's weird. That boy girl is when like you guys like to play around, like there's a drastic age difference. So like
no. Age play.
Age play.
No, thanks.
No.
No, thank you.
That's weird. You're a pedo. You're gross.
Hate a young bitch. Number one.
Yo, the man says this in the same inflection every time.
Because it's true. It's like it's a core tenet of my existence.
It's like, I hate a young bitch.
I hate a young bitch.
And why do you hate a young
Them fucking
woman,
fool, man.
Bob?
What?
Why do you hate a young woman,
They
Bob?
tend to be fucking fool and they're
Young.
very easy for manipulate.
I always remember we have that virgin who the older him get, him girlfriend stay the same age.
Yeah,
18.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not that one. Or the actual friend that we know. The older he gets, his girlfriends generally stay the same age, and that means there's a hard 20 cutoff. It's always weird. It's always an odd thing.
Stop doing that. But as I said, they're easy to manipulate. So a lot of men do it as a predatory thing, which is another reason I have an issue with it.
I have a question about that though, from my my standpoint. That not boring. Like manipulating somebody who's easily manipulated and then
why you do it
try
a
to
lot.
control them, blah blah blah. That not boring.
That's
You
why
don't
you do
want
margins.
Again, back to the brattiness thing. You don't want somebody that will like fight back or say no or like
Not
have
everybody. Not baddie. Not
Baddie.
everybody.
y'all niggas is weak.
Yeah. Yeah,
Date
basically.
adults. Date adults. Date adults. Stop.
Weak men like women that they can cow down.
Kind of like when my girl tries to do that to me. That's fucking fun. Anyway, 0%
That's
prey. Damn straight. No prey animal over here. 0%.
No square pupils.
No.
Sorry, rectangular.
0% age player. Cool. Told you. That shit's weird, boys and germs. The test will be linked below, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on any audio platform. So you should go check that out. Do it for yourself. See what you get. And, let me know if anything. It'd be fun. You can talk about it in the Discord. We should wrap up this pod because Bobby B's got to go home. And,
Okay.
it's after curfew.
Fucking curfew. I'm
It is-
giving up curfew for Lent. Dog.
I
What are you talking
agreed.
about?
I agreed. I said that all the while and people think I'm joking. I gave up curfew for Lent. But we should still wrap up the pod. So, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Bamcast. We only spoke about one of the topics on the list, but I kind of like the topic that we were speaking about before. It was fun and sci-fi. And a lot of hard truths and science in there. So if you guys want to check that out, you should if you are so inclined.
You can check out the shit I was watching on YouTube. There's that geography one that I've been fucking with, Geography Now. They're pretty cool. There's this really Kurzgesagt.
I love Kurz Gazette.
It's fucking amazing.
It means in a nutshell.
I don't know, but it's-
I'm telling you, it means in a nutshell. The videos aren't very long.
No.
They are easily some of the most best produced videos ever.
Yeah,
The
brilliant.
knowledge and
Does the
science
graphics,
that goes in
amazing.
there. Fantastic.
The same guys who did the graphics for Crash Course. Brilliant. Fantastic. Dog.
It's called Kurz Gazette in a nutshell. You should check that out.
Kurz. I'm sure if you type that into YouTube, we'll fill out the rest for you.
You can look up this video called The Optimistic Nihilist that perfectly describes my outlook on life from that same page. Shout out to Boom Jar Physics, intro and outro song, Prismatic Verse. Intro sequence, BAM 10% off anything you've ordered at youtubebright.com. Thank you, Bobby B, for forwarding into the pod. All stuff will be linked below, including the link to the Discord. Jump on if you would like. And dropping bombs on your moms.
What's a Discord?
We're not doing that again.
Fuck our alarms.